CNN has just learned that notorious crime boss James Whitey Bulger will not testify in his own defense. Bulger actually stood up and called the proceedings a sham, saying he didn't get a fair trial. He's charged with murder, racketeering, and extortion. We've also learned that he is prepared to forfeit the $822,000 found bundled in the wall of his Santa Monica apartment when he was arrested 2 years ago. And it gets better. His attorney says he'll give the money to the families of the two of the men, I should say, he is accused of murdering. So is this Bulger's softer side? Look at him with this picture of that animal right there. His attorneys are releasing these photos showing him in normal, everyday settings. All this apparently to massage his image. So let's bring back our legal team. Jeff Gold is a Philadelphia criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor. Brian Kabatek, an attorney in Los Angeles. Thank you guys for being with us again. Brian, let me start with you. Are you surprised that Bulger is not going to testify?
I'm real surprised because this trial looked to me for this 83-year-old alleged racketeering criminal, career criminal, it looked to me to be like his last stand, like this was going to be his show, and he wanted to put it on. He wanted it out there, who he was, what he was, and I am kind of surprised that he didn't take the stand. Now, most often, we don't see criminal defendants take the stand. We don't see them actually want to get on the stand and testify. It's usually a bad idea. I'm sure he probably received that kind of advice from his lawyer, but I did get the feeling that he's, to some extent, running the show here, and I thought he was going to be out there. He was going to want to testify, want to get his story out, so probably these pictures that are being released now are some way that he can get out there and say, see, I'm a good-looking guy, I'm a decent guy, and, you know, look at me that way and see me that way. But, yeah, I am surprised he's not testifying.
You know, Brian, you bring up a good point there. It is surprising. At times, this trial has seemed like it isn't so much about guilt or innocence as it has just been a stage for Whitey Bulger to get up and say things, to present himself and massage his image, as you say. Jeff, his attorney's got to be happy, I would think, that he's not getting on the stand.
Yeah, you know, I disagree with Brian. I don't think you want him to testify. I mean, you want him to testify if he could be a great actor. But he's not going to be a great actor. He's a mobster. He's been on the lam for most of that time. He's offered to pay the victims. He seems kind of to me now, and I don't know what he would do, but he wouldn't come off soft. I mean, they want a portrait of the Godfather, you know, in the tomato garden, okay? And that's what they're trying to do. Jury nullification. Forget about the facts, jury. He's an 83-year-old old man. Think of your grandfather. But once you get up there and starts cursing and whatever else he's going to do, because that's who he is, they're not going to like him.
Jeff, what about the fact that he's offering apparently to give some $800,000 to the families of two of his alleged victims? Isn't that tantamount to an admission of guilt, Jeff?
Well, I mean, look, at this point, what they're saying is, again, as you noted, they're trying to do the softer side. No, it's not. They probably can forfeit the money anyway. And he's just saying it as a gesture. He's trying to link it to those families that couldn't get it because of the statute of limitations had passed. So he's trying to be a kindly old gentleman, you know, but that, you know, it's minor, it's nothing. The fact he's not going to testify is what I expected, and I don't think it's going to help him because I don't think this jury, unless they've been bought off, are going to nullify.
Jeff Gold, Brian Kabatek, thank you so much for being with us, guys. Appreciate it. Up